I just wanted to update you guys on where we are on this magical journey called making a baby. Okay, so good news and bad news. The good news is that we are going to be taking the next step very soon. The bad news, kind of, is that it means surgery. So I, unfortunately, am going to have my fallopian tubes removed, and I'm sunburned. So that's not really that bad of news. That means I was enjoying the sun. Okay, so here's what this means. I, as many of you know, had originally blocked fallopian tubes, and my fallopian tubes I was able to really kind of unblock in terms of the scar tissue. But I have HYDROSALPINX, which is fluid in my tubes. So the problem with having HYDROSALPINX is that it's fluid in your tubes that refills. It can be toxic and it can negatively affect your embryo. It can also cause miscarriage, and it can also lead to birth defects or issues with your baby developing. None of those things do that. So, doctor aspirated the fluid the last time I was there, and fortunately for me, Dr. Duran was in the room. Well, Dr. Duran is kind of the fallopian tube expert, and he was in the room when my tubes were aspirated, and him and Dr. Elian had a chat after the procedure, and what they basically decided was that this fluid was pretty significant. It will refill, and if I don't deal with it, I'm kind of just kicking a can further down the road, so to speak. So what we're going to do is we are going to do both tubes. I'm going to be removing both tubes. What else do I have on my notes? There will be 3. We're doing this laparoscopically, whatever, same difference. There's going to be 3 incisions, one in my belly button and one on the left side of my pelvis, and then one on the right side of my pelvis. And it does not cause any negative effects to your egg quality, he said. What else did my notes say? We can also still do egg banking in the same cycle, so that's good. I'm going to do egg banking the same cycle that we do the surgery, and this will probably be happening in the next couple weeks. The procedure takes 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes, and the recovery time is 2 to 3 days, he said. He's like, you'll be good to go in 2 to 3 days. I'm like, what? Seriously? 2 to 3 days? But I told him that I have an embryo that's frozen that's a 4CB, and he said that there's a low probability of that becoming a pregnancy. But then he shared a little story that was pretty exciting, and it was about a woman who had twins with the same grade of embryos that I have. So that was there's hope. There's always hope. But we're gonna go ahead and get more eggs anyways. This is just good to know. The ovaries won't be damaged in the process, he said. My hormones won't be affected. And then I was like, okay, but hold on. What happens to my eggs, right? I'm still gonna ovulate every month. Where do those eggs go? And then he said, your eggs get released and they start going into the process of cell death. Kind of sounds sad, but here's the thing. My fallopian tubes are not doing their job anyways. Their job is to connect the sperm and the egg. And my fallopian tubes are lame and they don't do their job. So by me having this procedure, it actually increases the success rate of my natural IVF significantly. And to be honest with you, I was kind of thinking I'm just going to be worried the whole time if I don't have my tubes removed. Is that fluid coming back? Is it causing problems? Is my baby going to be okay? I know myself enough to know that I would have been worried about all that stuff. I would have been completely concerned about that. But with my tubes being removed, it won't even be a factor. I won't have to worry about that. So He said I can go swimming in as little as 48 hours. Happy, and I'm surprised at how quick the recovery is. Like, it doesn't even seem like that's possible to recover that fast, but he's a doctor and this is his cup of tea. So that's where we're at. We are going to do the procedure fairly soon. We will not be doing a transfer that month. Transfer will have to wait. I don't know when we're going to do that quite yet. Kind of wait and see what happens here. I'm starting to learn that as much as I want to plan things, as much as I want to be like in control, I'm not, which is not easy. It's not easy for me to not be in control. Story of my husband's life. But anyways, that's my update, guys. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, you might want to do that, because I will continue to update you on my journey. And I know a lot of you are going through this process. So when you see me experience, the steps before you, it's been giving a lot of you peace, because you don't feel anxiety. You already know what to expect, and you saw me go through it. Don't be afraid to share this video to someone who maybe does feel anxiety, and this could help them. Have a good day, guys. Bye.